everybody. How's it going tonight?
With biophysicals, FO. I can't call it a swarm, but it's 5 ships.
It's like a mini swarm.
Fair. Against major jugglers, math swarm.
Math swarm. I mean, is this like a mediocre swarm versus a math swarm? Is that with biophysical running the 5 ship? I mean, it's
I
like
don't know.
it's
It's
not a
interesting
swarm,
though.
but it's not like 2 or 3 ships. So
Yeah,
It's
it's definitely interesting swarm.
yeah,
it's becoming a popular archetype. Actually, both of these are both becoming popular archetypes.
yeah. It turns out lots of ships on the table is pretty good, and it's hard to completely destroy your opponent's full list in 75 minutes. Go figure, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the night that Kevin Lance will make his case for 90-minute rounds.
What? There's other things we can fix before that. I actually don't want games to be longer, but I would like them to go to completion.
Kevin Lance always gets to completion.
Sure. Uh, so I guess we can go through these really fast. I mean, the left side's pretty easy. We're seeing Captain Sear with the TA-15, which is basically, can we just call it like the crack shot config? Because that's more or less what it is.
Yeah.
And then Solus one for extra beef health, and 2 trade federations with struts, and then 5 separatist drones with struts. And let's see. The other side, we've got biophysical with Kylo naked, which apparently is becoming pretty common. Scorch with crack shot, and 3 of the Omega Aces with crack shot. And Lieutenant Rivas, who I had never seen before and actually had to look up what he does. After a ship at range 1 to 2 gains a red or orange token, if you do not have that ship locked, you may acquire a lock on that ship. So, interesting. That is it. The only difference I think was Major Juggler comes in at 200 and the FO list comes in at 199.
So Twitch chat is saying we're kind of quiet, so I am working on adjusting the audio.
Yeah, we are switching who is streaming today because we had an issue we had to fix, so we're having to adjust
Yep.
audio levels since it's a little bit different. But that's fine while we're getting set up and Walker's getting it set to the beginning of the game with all the rock placements. I just wanted to kind of touch on this really quick. So one of the reasons we picked this game was we're starting to see 5-ship first order start to have some dominance. I know Daniel Sheaf won a hyperspace qualifier last weekend with it was a 5-ship with Kylo. I mean, that's kind of how I consider them now. It's like whatever you have with him that equals 5 ships. And then we're seeing a lot of the infamous 8-ship droid swarms popping up more and more. I think the 2 kinds that I'm seeing most frequently are ordnance 6 ships or no ordnance 8 ships.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen quite a few of those as well. And that Ordnance 6 ship is pretty deadly.
I think I found the Fly and the Mighty, I think, gave us a great new tagline for Echo Base X-Wing. Kevin sounds excellent. Jake mad quiet.
I mean, I can keep turning it up. I just didn't want to blow everybody away with my amazing voice.
Mm-hmm. So, thoughts on setup so far? Before we do dials?
I mean, the droid swarm is interesting because he's got a slight stagger to him.
Yep.
And he's definitely going to be turning those ones in behind.
Yes, that seems accurate. Kylo has a nice channel for a 5 forward boost flank.
Oops.
Are we gonna get a just an honorable joust?
I mean, there probably will be a little bit of a joust, slightly. What's interesting here is it's all two attack die ships except for we'll call them aces, but the other bigger ships, I guess, because the Belba Lab is a 3 die and Kylo's a 3 die. Otherwise, it's all 2 dice ships. I do think the crack shots are going to be significant here in removing some ships from the table, which will also kind of want a joust to happen. But yeah, we may. I'm curious to see if the First Order goes slow enough to let Kylo get the full flank or not.
So it looks like they are all set.
All right, we have dials all set.
Yep.
Awesome. Any guesses? Are they gonna attempt to go for rocks turn 2? Like, is he gonna just slap on the struts turn 2? Probably.
I mean, it sounds great.
Yeah, slap on those struts.
They are asking if Separatists brought big rocks. Yeah, I would think so.
I'm willing to bet they did. I'm actually surprised that the First Order didn't bring gas clouds. I think we're going to see more and more gas clouds just to respond to all the grappling struts. Because I don't know about you guys, but at our local area, we're starting to see a lot more Separatists. Like, how many did we have at that one hyperspace we went to 2 weeks ago, Jake? Was it like 4?
I know I played two different Separatist lists, and I think there was 4 in the top 8.
Okay.
Wasn't there?
At least 2 or 3. I know the at least 2. I want to say there was 3, but there was like 4 lists.
Yeah. Well, there was 4 Separatist lists because I remember there was talk of if things didn't go, if certain people didn't win, then we could have had a Separatist versus Separatist final.
All right. Well, I'm
Yes,
gonna.
there was almost that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start watching some maneuvers take place. So we are not engaging. It appears.
It's just a slowing the approach, right?
Yep. Except for Major Juggler, who's just coming at it.
And I think we kind of expect him to try to initiate the fight quickly. That makes sense.
There we go.
And we just have a couple minutes while we're adjusting the overlay.
Yeah.
So I am afraid Kylo's not going to have enough time to fully flank unless he's got a 5 forward boost dialed in. Because pretty sure we're going to see shots next turn.
Yeah, I mean, especially with that, with the ability to just completely ignore the rocks, the CIS can just turn in there, and that's when I've been playing them. That's the one thing that I've found is difficult. Is it's very hard to use the obstacles to get a flank on them. And like you said, Kevin, which is probably why we'll maybe start seeing some more gas clouds. But even the gas clouds aren't going to stop that because
no, they
can
won't,
just
but
turn.
they'll at least deny the action that the rocks don't deny anymore. But yeah, and you can kind of use them defensively. Like Kylo behind a gas cloud, pretty safe.
Sure, he is. I mean, he's not safe behind a rock anymore. Like because the Separatists are just going to go over the rock. They don't even care. And I know that was, it's just one of the difficult things that I found playing against them was the ability to not use the rocks or...
Yeah, the normal tactics that we've always learned how to use.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Everything is-
definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine.
Uh-huh.
So just out of range here, it looks like, right? On turn 1.
Mm-hmm. But you were right, Kylo, 5 forward boost.
Yep.
But I
That-
think he's still in a dangerous spot there, though. He's not
He is.
safe.
No, and even if like what sucks is you're right, because normally you could kind of like two bank in and feel like, well, I have options.
Yeah. And he can't do that. Because they're gonna like 1 turn or 2 turn and just merge on Kylo, and there's like the only thing he can do about it now is to turn away.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if he starts to like bank all of them in,
Yeah.
because a bank still allows them shots on the FOs if the FOs will turn in. What do I mean if?
Yeah.
When the FOs turn in, and then he also has like a kind of a net against Kylo, and then he can continue to just proceed through the rocks,
Mhm.
unlike any other ship could.
Yeah, so positioning for the Separatist is good there because of that. He doesn't have to hard commit one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. We didn't see like a hard turn away for turn 1, just so that he could buy himself time to maybe get Kylo in position. But it also depends on where he wants to be. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how timing wise he wants this list to fight. I don't know if he wants Kylo to engage a turn before or at the same turn.
Sure.
He could go either way.
Yeah, and
I
I
mean,
know that.
Oh,
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was just gonna say I think you need Kylo because you need to remove a ship or two from that CIS swarm, because if you don't, then your 5 ships. I mean,
You got to
Yeah.
kill that snowball before it
y-
starts getting bigger.
exactly.
Yep. Yeah, well, we are hitting the fall and we're getting close to Thanksgiving, and I am thankful we didn't have to watch those dial sets in real time. So are we ready to,
Yep.
are we ready to watch this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right. We'll start with Lieutenant Rivas.
Turning in.
We're going. Yep.
Yep. Trying to keep distance a little bit.
I would be like so nervous being the FO player right now where you're just like, here we are.
I
It's
mean,
a clench shot.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you have to. Like,
Yeah.
you're not in a position to, like, if you turn away, then you're just giving the back of your FOs to that
Yeah.
CIS swarm
Yep. Without boost, there's a lot less options.
without
right now
boost
it
and without
is-
the rear arc either, because these aren't SFs, these
Yes.
are FOs.
Right.
So
Yep.
you
It's very-
you kind of have to turn in,
Very
Yeah.
honorable so far, though.
but they're not
Oh,
jousting.
rock.
They didn't fly straight at each other. They're not jousting.
That's right.
Ran into a rock. Who could have?
So does Kylo get aggressive and do like a 3 bank here, or does he do like a safe 2 bank?
Hey, you know what would be really cool here, Kevin? Is if you
Hmm.
had a large base ship that had boost and a turret.
What do you mean? Those don't exist.
Oh, you're right. I mean a bow tie. The turrets don't exist anymore.
That's right.
But yeah, I really think you almost need to just continue to run with Kylo to keep him safe, because he's what, 70? What's his base
Well-
cost? 76.
Let me look. His base cost is 76. That's
Yeah.
correct.
I mean that's a scared Kylo if he turns in on that swarm.
Well, if he banks in, he's relatively safe, right? Because he can get to where he needs to be, so he's not getting shot at.
Well, yeah, he can. Or he can take limited shots, and that I think is the key
Right.
here. Is you need to, against a CIS swarm, you need to position yourself to only take 1 or 2 shots at a time and slowly pick them away, because they only have
Yep.
3 health, at least for
Yep.
the whatever the little.
In this
drones.
situation, Major Juggler does not want to shoot at Kylo. Like, he wants to shoot at all the ships that he has in bullseye. He does not
Right.
really care.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
I think this is a smart play by Bio, just doing a slower bank, but making sure his gun is online and then
Mhm.
taking a target lock so he can try to get concentrated fire. Yeah, I think this was a good play. It kind of stinks that he might not be able to initiative kill that lead drone.
Yeah.
Right.
because they're all like he's 3, and the one that's further back is the one. Like I think he did a good job putting forward and holding the ones back, so he's presenting a target that can't get initiative killed as easily.
Yep.
Right. Unless Kylo can pull some magic.
Yeah, like I mean, there's a chance Kylo could one-shot that drone, but it's unlikely. And it's is that FD1?
SD1.
SD1. Okay.
Well, SD, yeah, SD1's in the back, but he's got a lock on SD3.
Yeah. Kylo is locked on to number 3.
Okay.
All right. So 3 dice, 2 dice.
It's a good roll.
Good start.
I mean,
Good
if
start.
you're gonna remove one before it gets to shoot, that's the way you got to start out, right? With natties.
Yep.
Yes,
But
you do have to
let's-
roll hits to deal damage. Correct.
Wow, that's a great John Madden analogy there, Kevin. In order to do damage, you gotta roll
Aw.
hits.
And he lives.
So at 1 health, unfortunately.
Look at that, half points already.
But half points already on the first
Now-
shot.
All right, run away. Run away.
just roll natties and then run away. Yes, I'm sure. Not what could go wrong.
Nothing. Look at that. Range 3. Let's do it. 1 damage. That's all you need.
Yep.
I mean, that's the shot you got to take, right?
Yes, that is the shot you have to
Unfortunately,
take.
he's shooting at SD2, the guy that's in front of the other one.
Oh, I would. Okay, I would try to just kill the 1 hit point ship.
And hit, focus, hit.
But is he trying to
Mhm.
take advantage of crack shot right away before his?
Well, Rivas, is this Rivas? That's the 4.
Scorch.
Scorch does. Oh, he does have crack shot.
Rivas is a 1.
yeah, that's
I'm-
Scorch.
Pretty sure he has bullseye on that ship on SD3. Doesn't he?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he should have checked.
Well, I mean, yes, you can check that by the way when you're measuring range.
And he focuses attack
Um,
for 3.
Yeah. Okay. So he spends. Oof. I'm assuming he'll just take the 1 damage. Oh, no, he does spend the calc from somebody else. Okay.
Yep. And crack.
Yeah, he uses it. So 1 damage on SD2. You said.
It should have been. He declared on SD2. And they spent the calculate from SD5. That's what they're.
Okay, but the shot was at SD2, so SD2
SD2.
takes 1 damage.
Yes.
So I just want to point that out real quick here. So had the rolls been identical, right, and he shot at SD3, he would have initiative killed SD3, and there
Right.
would be 1 less shot coming in on all those
And
FOs.
I wonder if he didn't measure bullseye, so then he didn't know if he had 3, so he thought
It's
he had.
more than likely that's the case, yeah. Because we don't see in the comments if they said that or not, so we can only assume that his
Mhm.
decision
Right.
process was, I don't think I have crack shot, so
All right, and looks like we're gonna try to wear down SD2. Hit focus.
tough decision here. I think you just save it for defense, right?
I think you should save it for defense.
But we
'cause-
didn't.
Okay. Because he will shoot at Scorch, but so he spends it for 2.
Well, I guess by spending it, you're making
And blank out.
that number 1 better target, right?
You are. Yep, that's true. That's also true.
He's closer with in range of all of the CIS ships.
And
So-
SD2 is dead, but still gets a shot.
That's not bad. I mean, he's half pointed and killed 1 in his first
And,
volley before.
I mean, this is range 2. I'd think you go after 3, right?
Yeah, you'd go after the other damage.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, so that way he
Try to
can hopefully
concentrate
take
fire.
2 of them off.
Because SD3's at 1 health left.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, that's.
spend
That's
the
not a great roll.
focus.
He does have crack shot, so yeah, you spend it to possibly get the 1 paint, and then you could.
But
Kill
does
him
he have
with
crack
crack.
shot
Yes,
on 3?
the 2 initiative, all the guys that are not initiative 1 have crack shot.
Right, but does it trigger? Doesn't it have to be?
Yeah, it's not going to
Oh,
trigger on
I see
what
on
you're saying.
SD3.
I see what you're saying. Yep. Then this wouldn't trigger. You're right.
But it's enough. No, wait, calculate. I hate those calculators.
got
I was like,
plenty.
hey, oh. So nothing. And Rivas should have a shot probably, but that'll be after. So they could actually initiative kill Rivas, maybe.
They could, but they won't.
Right.
Yeah, and Revis
Especially
is
with the
one.
limited bullseyes.
Yep.
I'm assuming they go. Oh, he's going for OSA 1. Okay.
OSA 1. Omega Squadron Ace 1.
And who's all spent their crack shots? Was it Scorch and
Just Scorch.
Omega Squadron 1? Just Scorch? Okay.
Yeah. Because I think Omega Squadron they blanked out, didn't they? On the attack.
Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so it looks like they're going after SD2 is going OSA 1. I feel like a robot.
Safe.
Well, kind of. Does he use the crack shot config?
Oh, because you're talking about the whatever's on Sear, that
Yeah.
TF or TA.
Yeah, the config.
Yep, and they
Yep,
said crack
he's
via
using-
Sear.
So OSA takes a shield.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. All right, SD3 shooting at OSA 1. Hit crit. Probably couldn't ask for much more.
Probably taking a crit on OSA 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you do that,
Yep,
and
he'll use the crack ability, I'm assuming.
just no.
Oh, not in the bullseye.
Oh, wow. Just out. Okay. Hoofda.
That OSA 1 got lucky.
And if you're counting at home, we've got our first oofta of the night from Kevin. At some point, we should get a little oofta counter that goes up.
Next week we'll have one. I am gonna work on that. We're gonna make an oofta counter.
All right, so let's see. SD1 now shooting
And this will be for sure in bullseye.
at OSA 1. 2 dice, hit blank.
Range 3, so 4 dice.
Ooh,
Probably taking a damage.
that's cracked. Or whatever we call.
Yep, cancels the evade, so...
Another
It's
hull.
the exact same as a crack shot, right?
Basically,
Minus-
it's effectively a crack shot. You just have to spend a calculate to do it, and
Okay.
they have to be in bullseye.
Hmm.
Yep. So half points on the other side.
An SD4 shooting to get OSA 1. Focus blank. And
Checking for a calculate from a friend.
doesn't
Just
have
out.
it.
Because it's only at range 1, correct?
Yep, 0 to 1, I believe.
Yeah. So number 4 is gonna borrow number. Was it 3? Yeah. He took the token. There was a calculate on SD3, which was right next
Yep.
to him. So he spent. That's what he spent.
2 evade, so he's safe.
Yep.
That would be one tip that I would give to everybody when you're playing against these CIS swarms is, while it may take a little bit longer, just make sure that you're working, like, you know which calculate your opponent is spent and from what ship.
Yep, because it could matter.
Yeah, it really
Mhm.
could.
Yep. So
Oh.
Seer firing on the same target?
No, this is SD5 firing on the same
Oh.
target.
SD5.
There's another one.
Oh, that's right. Seer's in the back. Ugh, there's so many.
And we haven't even gotten to TFDs. So we get 2 focuses. And we should if we wanted to, but nope. So it doesn't spend a calc, and OSA 1 is fine. Very shifty.
All right, so now we see the initiative 1 attacks.
Nope, Sear.
Oh, Seer's a 2. Oh,
Yep.
my goodness.
Well, they said not all the calcs come out.
Wait, all the calculates come out?
Does Sear do something where he gives everybody calculate?
Hold on. When a friendly for attacking the defenders. Wait, is that the title? Oh, when a ship is destroyed. Oh goodness.
So a ship.
Seer's
because
ability
it's
is the
the
crack
end of-
shot. No, so here what it is it's the title of TA-175. After a friendly ship at 0 to 3 with the calculate on its action bar is destroyed, each friendly ship at range 0 to 3 with the calculate in its action bar gains a calculate
Oh
token.
God!
So once the 3s are done firing, because that 3 died,
All the calculates come back.
that only
This
costs
is neat.
5 points. Goodness.
This seems really good.
Huh?
Free actions seem good.
Yeah,
How
it's
about
a calculate
7
party.
free actions or 6 free?
God. Fiesta.
Oh, no.
That's a Twitch chat.
Calculate Fiesta.
And we thought,
Ah.
what was it? MindLink was bad.
At least this is range controlled.
Well, and someone has to die to trigger it, so there's like a
Okay.
downside. There's a small downside.
It's like Chewie.
But
Chewie's
is it-
now a droid.
But isn't that why you bring these cheap like 3 health drones?
they will-
Is
yes, they
because they're
will.
gonna die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also a little bit like, what's his face? The SF pilot that loses a shield in Quick Draw.
Mhm.
Where it's like, yeah, but is this just once per round? So I mean, like, had you killed 2 of 3s that round, they still
Yeah,
get
no,
one
it doesn't
calculate.
say once per round. It
Right.
just says after a friendly ship is destroyed. So
Oh,
if ships
so 2
die,
will they all get 2?
I believe so because it's not an action. It's it gains the token.
Yeah, it's
so
gaining.
in theory, yes, you could stack up a ton of calculate tokens.
Jeez.
At least they clear.
Yes, they don't stay because he has that title. instead
Sure.
of-
And even if they did, it would only save 2 of them, right?
Right.
So,
Well, 3. No, it saves 3.
3. Oh, well, either way, it's not 17. Oh, I need to buy more tokens.
Oh.
Chat said he killed 3
Yeah.
in one turn and saw 15 calculate tokens.
That sounds like it would be deflating.
I need acrylics. I need more.
That's a lot of
imagine-
tokens.
God, Dion has to drop like $4,000 on large tokens just to have enough for his stream at Worlds.
Imagine if there was this list against itself.
Oh,
Oh
and
my
he had
God.
it on stream. How many tokens he would need?
Okay.
R.I.P. Dion's.
We're gonna
Patreon
cut this
account.
game right now then because we don't want to perpetuate this, so we're done.
All right, so let's
I don't want to see this at Worlds.
let's see what Seer does.
You're
I know.
gonna.
Seer rolls focus hit on OSA 1.
I'm sure he'll spend that focus.
The
Yeah.
difference, Kevin, is whoever's
He
playing
did.
these lists, they're gonna be winning, and I'm not.
You could play these lists.
Once.
Yeah.
I only have to play it once, and then I lose, and then they go up, and I go down, and then I'm playing at the salt mines.
Oh, I meant like you could play the.
Oh no,
Separatist.
no, I couldn't. I don't have any separatist.
Oh,
Oh, I don't either.
that is not a dice result that I think I would have wanted.
Jeez.
Not without a focus token.
Right?
So
it's like a
was he
mocking
shooting at?
result.
He was shooting at OSA 1 as well, right?
Yes.
So kaboom.
Yep.
And now that OSA 1 is done, all of the FOs get strain tokens. I don't know.
No, that's not how that works.
It's like this one, but way worse. All right, so we still have the ones to shoot. So Rivas and the TFDs.
Yeah. Whew, man, that's a lot of shots. Are we sure Handbrake Han was really the bad guy?
No, I don't think he was the bad guy at all. Han did nothing wrong.
So Rivas is going to shoot at
SD3.
SD3.
Range 3. Okay. So hit focus.
Yeah, spends it. Might at this point might as well.
There's probably
You're-
2 shots coming at you, but
Yeah, there's 2 shots coming in, and you're kind of behind on the damage race right now,
yeah.
losing 1 ship, and he lost 1 ship.
And defense. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, let's see what those TFD ones do. And
So
they're
he's
actually
shooting
going
at
after.
OSA 2. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at that too. Like points wise, you'd want to shoot at OSA 2 because that
He's
ship
worth
is worth more than Rivas.
Sure.
And one, you're gonna have a crack shot probably on the second shot. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So hit focus on the roll, and Rivas comes back. Of course, you'll spend one of your 30 calculates. And Rivas' defense. Not great.
Takes one. No, this is OSA 2 he's shooting at.
Yeah.
It takes at least one, and we'll
only
take
one.
Yep.
only one.
Okay, so shield.
Yep. And now the other one. Hit blank.
Dodgeable. Not dodgeable.
Not dodgeable.
All right, so he takes one. He has half points. Do we know who has initiative? Because that will matter this turn.
Well, yes, because FO shoots first.
So it's good that he has initiative. So he took initiative. Okay, I like that. So
Yeah.
he can't be blocked as easily. Okay. Trying to figure out the got one ship with 1 health, the rest of them are full. So with Rivas, do you 3 turn there? Or just 2? Because they're probably gonna. I gotta check the dials. I don't even know.
The dials on the drones.
Oh, they don't have a 1 forward. Okay.
Oh God! If they had a one forward, it'd just be a slow march across the field.
And then what is Seer's dial? Seer doesn't have a 1 forward.
Yeah, Twitch
Okay.
chat is right. Kylo has a lot of work to do now.
Yeah, he sure does. And this is why I wondered, like, is he gonna try to get a flank, like 1 shots with Kylo before he engages with the
Yeah.
FOs to try to soften him up a little bit, maybe, or try to pull him into a better position. Because I mean, we could see a lot of 1 turns from the droids here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kylo's best option is to do a forward and then boost around the rock and try maybe having a shot. Otherwise, because if he turns in a lot of those droids just do like 1 turns,
Yeah.
that could be really bad.
Yeah, you do. I think you need to go 4 or 5 straight and then boost around with Kylo.
4 might be too fast though. Well, let's see. Yeah, maybe a 4, 3 or a 4.
Well, so I'm
Because
thinking.
you want to. Go ahead.
I was thinking that fast because that puts you past the arc of like, whatever the one that's in the middle. This SD1, you can get around his arc if you go if Kylo goes like 4 and ends up past that rock and then like barrel roll boosts, then you might only take shots from the TFD1 and Captain Sear. Whereas if you go a little bit slower, like the back TFD2 or even whatever it is, the one that's in the middle, that SD1 might get like a shot, you know what I mean?
So I think right now, if I'm the Kylo player, I take the mindset of my shields are a resource. And I'm going to try if I can to get him to split fire and possibly shoot at Kylo and not my FOs. So I think I get what you're saying, because like let's visualize, right? Let's do the exercise of let's assume all the droids did a 1 turn that are next to Seer. Like so those 4 kind of in front of Seer's arc. If they all just do 1 turns, let's say. If Kylo does like a 3 forward and a focus boost, there's like maybe a range 3 shot from the one that's up here by Seer. The other one that's in front maybe takes a shot at him obstructed. And then the front lead one left for us probably doesn't get to shoot him. And then the other one maybe shoots him. Meanwhile, your ships get free shots. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you almost have to play the risk of if he makes the mistake to shoot at my Kylo this turn, I want that. And I have enough between a focus and 2 force that I can probably withstand and only lose at maximum 2 shields or
Mhm.
nothing. But he also won't have Seer's ability in almost all those shots.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's kind of, and then if you go slow enough, you can come around that rock and maybe get a shot. But it's still
Twitch chat's got a good point too, though. That SD4 that's sitting on the rock, he can just stay there and he can rotate 180 degrees.
Yeah, he can.
So he can get a good shot on Kylo.
Yeah, and you kind of just, there's nothing you can do about that. Though, right? I mean, I guess if you want, you could maybe try to initiative kill him and just do like a 2 forward target lock boost if you really want to be aggressive.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes you have to weather that, and it's a risk thing. He doesn't have a target lock, so
Right.
he's only gonna have a calculate. I mean, he could borrow a calculate, but you also can now line your other guys up to potentially block.
Sure.
Right. So you could help mitigate the amount of calculate tokens be on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, it's a tough situation to be in. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is.
When you make these decisions, you have to sometimes, like when we play Poe, sometimes we use Poe's shields as a resource to be like, I need you to shoot at me because it's okay if I take a little bit of damage to take the heat off the rest of my squad or someone that's in trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of how I look at it as Kylo right here.
Sure.
You're also behind, so you have to do something.
Right. But really, he's not that far behind. I mean, you're talking about what, 12 points?
Yeah, this turn he's only 12 points behind, but it could go snowball really fast.
Oh, yes, it sure can.
It's growing.
Yeah, and that's the worry, right? Is you're worried about the snowball. You have to try to stop it as much as you can and get control.
Right, and that's why we tried to block.
Yep.
So that blocks at least one of your 1 turns.
Absolutely. In worst case scenario, he shoots at the guy who's going to pivot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the pivot.
Do we see a calculate barrel roll? No. Okay. So there's the first 1 turn, right?
Captain Seer tried to get big. That's actually probably okay for Captain Seer.
Yeah, chat's bringing up the point about fighting droids is that every turn you don't kill them, you're not only points behind, but your efficiency behind as well. And yeah,
exactly.
Yes, the droid swarms are very, very efficient.
Yep, and that's a correct observation. I think sometimes people lose track of it.
Yeah.
So it's good that they're conscious of it because that's a real thing.
Yep, it sure is.
Ooh, I don't mind that spot for OSA too.
The thing that stinks is like you want to get rid of Seer, but he's like the worst target to try to get rid of because he has so much health because of his silly thing with being able to throw crits out or whatever.
And he doesn't even pivot, Kevin. He just sits there.
I'm surprised he's not pivoting, actually. If I was juggler, I would assume the pivot. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I guess in my mind, there's no way Kylo does it right. Like, there's no way.
Right.
Wow, I'm really surprised how he's jumping. So he is going all in trying to catch Scorch.
And self-block.
And I think Scorch is going to hop over the blocks.
I think so too. Like I don't think there's a reason for Scorch to go slow there, because their slowest blue is like 2 forward or 2 bank.
Yes, 2 forward is their slowest.
Yeah.
But he could easily do a 3 forward, and that's still blue.
Yep.
But he did a 2.
Aw.
So he's gonna get shot by one of them. Well, 2.
He will, but he's in a safer spot than he could. Well, shoot at him. That's right by Revis.
And Kylo goes quick.
How fast did he go? He went
5 forward.
Oh, I would have liked a slower, but all right.
And moved his lock.
And then does he boost?
He should.
Oh, and
Triggering Revis ability to get a lock on SD4. Don't you have to get a stress or an orange token to trigger the ability? I don't remember.
I thought so.
Okay. Yeah, because the thing that stinks here is Kylo doesn't get to shoot, and that's why I understand the caution that he's using here.
Mm-hmm.
But Kylo's your best gun, and he's now offline for this turn, and it's going to matter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it sucks. Sometimes you have to pray to those green dice, bank on mods, and take the risk.
So Kylo no shot, so Scorch. It's going after SD1, range 1. I guess
So
he can crush him right here.
So hold on. Here's kind of the thing that sucks is if you kill one of those droids, you're giving tokens to the other ones, right?
Yes.
Because like
That is correct. At the end of
That
initiative 3.
Yeah.
Or no,
Right.
4. Oh no. If he does it with 4, it's everybody right before they all shoot.
right, and that's the worst case scenario, right? So I wonder if you,
PS.
I don't like splitting fire, but I wonder if you almost have your FOs that are not Rivas shoot at the tokenless seer and try to plink some damage into him and get him closer to half points and not hand out tokens. I know that kind of sucks and it feels bad, but I'm worried if you give more tokens that they're just going to be even stronger because now they're effectively going to have like for offense.
Yeah.
And then they'll all for sure be able to trigger crack shots if they need them. Yeah, like this is a tough decision, and these are the things. This is why we wanted to do a game like this. You have to make decisions sometimes that are not optimal to avoid a snowball effect.
Right.
But I'm curious to see what he does. So he's shooting at SD1, all right?
Yes. So let's see. 4 dice. Well, he's not going to kill him, so I guess we don't have to worry about that.
No, that sucks. That feels bad.
And defense dice. He got it naturally.
And has Scorch has used his crack shot, hasn't he?
Yes.
He marked it. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're just talking about it in chat. Scorch has no crack shot, right? Yeah.
All right, so looks like we're going after TFD1. And doesn't
he's
spend it, so just
Keeping the
one.
focus. Okay.
And natural evade. So
I still feel like you just shoot at Seer here, right? Because you have a potential crack shot there.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you're only going to sneak 1 damage,
right.
maybe 2
It's still
damage
just
in.
one.
Right.
yeah, but he has a crack shot, but he doesn't use it.
Oh, somebody took damage. TFD 1 reduces to 2 hull. Oh. So he does use the crack shot on the droid. And that's OSA 2.
No, oh, he did use it.
He must have because he checked for bullseye, and I'm seeing in the thing that it says he decreased the charges, and then he decreased TFD to 2 hull.
Yep.
All right, so now the pain starts.
Yeah, now you pray for variance.
3 attack dice. There you go.
There's some variance.
Kevin's right. Prayers work.
Not every time.
It is a viable strategy. Prayers. Okay, so now Scorch. Defend.
Well, does he spend the calc?
I mean, you've got a buddy with
Yes.
a calculate.
He's
that's
spending it on the guy that is no shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the block dude.
Yep, for
Or not
1
touching.
and 3 defense dice.
You need 2 evade. That's not enough evades.
1. So cancels. 1 gets through.
So 1 shield so far.
Yep. And Trade Federation 2. The range 1 shot. Ooh. Don't really want that getting through.
Well, at least there's no crack shot in this situation, but
True.
rolling 2 evades is.
Well, 3
maybe?
dice. This is where you pray.
This is where you pray again. Hey!
Prayer works. So let's see what we got here. So Scorch will live another day.
Well, there's still a couple more ships. Like Seer has a shot. Probably Scorch probably would.
Right. I assume they'll like team up on Rivas.
Oh, this is going to be a range 1 crack shot option. for that, I'm just gonna check this really quick.
All right, not sure what Kevin's checking, but
I'm just checking to see. So the friendly ship may spend one calculate token. It doesn't specify if he can spend someone else's calculate token. So I'm assuming in order to use Captain Sears' ability, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I'm reading it, the ship that is making the attack needs to have a calculate to spend to use that ability, right? It doesn't say that he can use someone else's token. Does that sound correct? Because the network calculations is while you defend or perform primary attack, you may spend one calculate token from a friendly ship at range 0 to 1 to change an eyeball. So that means they have to have the calculate token in order to use the ability.
Because what's Sears' ability say?
Sears' ability says they can spend a calculate token to do crack shot. And what I'm getting at is the ship that is currently shooting does not have a token, so he cannot use the ability.
Right. The only way that they can use a friendly calculate token
is when the attack is made for an eyeball.
Right, through the network calculations.
Okay, so there's a chance that OSA takes 0 damage here.
I think pretty that good sounds chance. Right.
So shooting on OSA 2, 3 dice, first 3 dice. Hit crit. And the device defense.
Spends it. He's okay.
Yep.
Because Sears an unmodded attack.
And this is why I thought he might go after Rivas, just because
he'd
get this shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going after Rivas.
Does he spend the calculate?
I mean, you don't have him in bullseye, so you might as well.
Oh, he's checking if he can spend. He can spend the allied calculate token.
Yep.
So 2.
Okay, so he's trying to lower Revis's potential output.
And Rivas.
And he'll probably spend it defensively, I'm assuming. No, he takes the shield. Okay.
All right, so
Sears up. Sear range 1, probably.
Yes.
On OSA 2. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow,
that'll do it.
It's an above average attack.
Yep, it's a lot of paint.
I don't think hopes and prayers are going to come in on this one.
No.
So 2 crits.
2 crits.
He is dead.
But just for fun, because we're all card counters here, what are they?
Well, we'll see if they actually do it.
They didn't care. Okay. Oh, so SD4. Shot on SD4 from Rivas. It looks like a crit focus.
I'm assuming he spends because he's not getting shot by anybody else.
For a hit crit. And now the 3 defense dice.
2. It's not obstructed.
2. Oh.
Yeah, they're just talking about right now.
I think you have to spend that.
Well, yeah, you have no reason not to.
So the crit gets through.
And this is on SD4? Okay.
And it is Wounded Pilot.
Okay.
Now.
Shout at Kylo that will probably do no damage.
Especially like that, it will.
Yep, that seems correct. All right, so at this rate, First Order is losing 1 ship a turn.
And the Separatists are not.
Nope, they're losing like 3/4 of a ship a turn. So they have 2 Talon rolls. I was just looking at the droid styles really quick.
And isn't it, don't they have a 1 turnaround?
They have a 1K and 2 Talon rolls. But the front guys that are touching Scorch can't do the 1Ks because they won't.
Right.
So they'll do Talon rolls probably.
Well, in biophysical, it's getting real quick on his dials now.
Well, let's see. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows Kylo to turn. Boy, Scorch is a little bit tougher.
And you got
How
to
do you
assume
do
that the turnaround is coming from those 3 droids that are in the front.
Oh, the FOs don't have any linked actions. I was curious. I was like, could he do like a barrel roll with Rivas maybe? Nope. Does Rivas just do like a... Well, I guess it depends, right? Does Rivas could either turn in and try to get a shot at the flip, or he could slip.
Mm-hmm.
But his ability will kind of be useless if he's not pointing at the guys that got stressed. I guess it kind of depends what he wants to do, right? A 1 turn could also not be terrible.
All right, so let's see what we're doing here with the Lieutenant Rivas.
1 turn. Okay.
Oh, we are setting up a kill box on a ship that isn't moving.
So he knows where he's going to be.
Yes. All right.
Well, and he's trying to create distance and stuff as well. And if they turn in at Kylo, I get what he's doing. Makes sense.
Now the vaunted 1K.
Yep.
All right. Trade Federation 1, just took a hard 3 turn. Hard to keep these all straight with the dials there too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving pieces. Yep.
Yep. Captain Sear, 2 bank. Oof.
Wow.
Barely clears.
Right. That was really close.
Might be putting on the block shortly.
True.
Ooh. Just reading what they're saying in chat.
Yeah, just Major Juggler being like, your 3s? And he's like, my 3s are dead. Oh, yeah. All right, so it looks like a 5 forward with number 4, but not doing it.
Okay.
Is wounded part of that trigger?
What is
roll it? After you perform an action, roll an attack dice on a hit or crit gain stress.
Okay.
So rolling for the crit. Focus.
No stress.
No consequences. All right. And it looks like SD1 is doing a 2 Talon roll.
Yeah, I'm assuming both of them will. Yeah, and the other one will probably crisscross and go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
Or not.
Turns. Just a 2 turn.
Okay.
That gives him an action, though. That's smart.
Yep. So now that the other one has a calculated to spend.
Yep.
Sure.
So now SD5 is going to take a... I mean, that block's being put on Scorch.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But it's also giving whatever is it to Trade Federation number 2, like that'll give him a calculate as well.
Yep.
From
So he's basically
the
flipping
drone.
people and then giving them tokens with the blocker.
Yeah.
Yep. And it looks like Scorch blocks.
Yeah, look at that. Well, it was nice knowing you, Scorch.
Yep. Kylo will probably just target lock and boost, I assume.
Well, he's already got the target lock.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to get a shot at that. Like
Yeah,
he has a
you've-
lock, but even if he boosts, I don't think he can have that ship in arc.
So he's locking SD3, which is way out there. Why would he do that?
SD5, you mean?
SD5. Well, he said 3 in chat, but I think he meant 5.
Okay. Yeah,
No
because
boosting.
3 is all the way down, and he doesn't have range. to
Right.
3.
That's why I was getting confused. Just going by what they're telling me.
Yep.
So range 2 and SD3 is it SD3 or SD?
5.
Okay, so he is full health. All right.
Yeah, he'll be shooting.
And
at
now he's saying
5.
that he's shooting at 3, but he means 5. So hit focus.
Spend the lock on the blank. Yep. Spend a force for 3.
Get a
Seems
hit
all right.
and evade focus.
I'm assuming he just takes 2 so that he can keep the calculate token for a mod.
Nope. Looks like
No,
he
he
used
spends
it.
it. So he takes 1 damage.
1 hull. Yep.
All right. Scorch. I mean, just unload on Seer here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got nothing better to do. It's your best shot.
Yeah,
for
that
red
range
dice.
1 shot.
Oh,
And
he's
he
shooting.
is shooting at the guy that's sitting there that's going to take a shot from Revest too, SD4.
Okay. All right.
So focus, focus, hit.
So here's what sucks. Yeah, he'll borrow the calculate token from the guy that doesn't shoot.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And then take no damage and still have the mod.
Yep. And now Scorch praise again.
It doesn't always work.
Well, we'll spend 1, but
Yeah, that's 2.
and 1.
Takes 1. Okay.
Scorch lives.
For now.
Yep. That's all you can ask for.
But he's at
That's
half
all
points.
any of us can ever ask for.
Yes.
No shot there. No shot there. There's a shot.
Range 2.
Range 1 on Revis.
You shoot. Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm surprised he's not shooting range 2 at Scorch.
Well, he doesn't have a token. That's probably why. I mean, Scorch is kind of in a tough spot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So hit crit after I'm assuming the spend.
Yeah.
Yep. And Revis defense.
Mm. Takes both.
Takes a hit and a crit.
Ouch.
That could be a dead Revis. Hit. And the crit is direct hit. Of course it is.
Ouch. And he doesn't get to shoot because that was at 3.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This game is slowly getting out of hand.
I think about turn 3 it was out of hand.
No one has touched Kylo that yet, though, so he can keep working.
Sure.
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 No shot for Seer, no shot for Trade Federation 1. So Trade Federation 2 gets to measure. Looks like he clips it. Or 1 of each.
Yeah, he has nothing he can spend.
And
Scorch
natural evade.
dodges. Okay.
Round 5.
Ugh. I mean, that's just brutal.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is I don't think there's much in the joust. Just as an FYI, people. So, the answer, in my opinion, if we recall our days from 1.0, think back to the days. The answer to these types of lists were bombs,
Assault missiles.
harpoon missiles,
Harpoons,
which
yeah,
don't
eventually.
exist, but bombs exist,
Turrets.
and super mobile aces that picked at them and slowly took enough points and then ran away. So
Right.
there are answers in the game currently to this if this list becomes hyper dominant.
But we don't have turrets, Kevin. They took away our turrets.
I promise they didn't.
Well,
But
okay.
yes.
He cost 26 points.
Oh, that. Oh, you're talking about Luke Gunner. Lord.
I think-
Yeah, sure.
I think the answer is you just run Finn at them and they'll never get damaged through.
No, they'll block Finn and then they'll murder him.
I mean, really though, in this list, the only thing that you have that can block Finn is the
ones.
drones at 1. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's enough because you know where Finn is.
Okay. Yes.
Because he's not exactly squirrely.
Come and take my turret.
So with
Oh.
Kylo here, you have to guess if that guy's coming off the rock or if he's staying there. I'm guessing he's probably staying there.
I mean, it's worked for him so far, and
Yeah.
you can probably,
Kylo's probably in your arc next turn.
yeah, if you just stay pointing straight where you are at currently, you probably are going to
Yep.
shoot Kylo, or you rotate 90 degrees to your left, and you maybe have a shot at Scorch.
Mm-hmm.
But you have
Or
a whole
you
bunch
don't
of
move and you still maybe have a shot at Scorch.
right, or that, and you still have a whole bunch of other buddies that are probably also going to have shots at Scorch or Kylo. So I
Tough.
think he
It's
sits.
a-
Yeah.
It's a tough spot to be in.
So many tiles. All right, so it looks like we're ready to go. We'll not start with Rivas. We are starting with Trade Federation 2, which for you playing at home is in the right side of the map. So 3 forward.
Okay, so trying to block the 2 bank away.
From both Kylo and Scorch.
Yes.
All right. And Trade Federation 1, doing 2 Talon roll. It's another shot on Kylo. And Captain Sear, 3 sloop.
There's another shot on Kylo.
Another shot on Kylo. Looks like Separatist Droid 3 is taking a hard turn. Possible another shot on Kylo. And
assuming the other one's just gonna sit on the next rock. That's right there.
Separatist Droid 5. No.
Oh, not
Hard
that
turn.
one. I meant the one that's stressed, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. And barrel roll to possibly block and or get a shot at Kylo.
And or. I don't know. A 2 bank fits in there real nice.
So Walker, since you're the one controlling the vassal log,
Yes.
are you logged in as like player 1 or player 2? And
I'm just an observer.
you're just an observer. Oh, okay. I was wondering if we could turn on all of the firing arcs for these separatist fighters at once, so we can look at all the different places that he's overlapping arcs, just actually to take a look at that impressive kill box he's coming up with.
Look, Blair said spread your arcs. And that's what
No, he was talking to you about something else in the hotel room, and you just took it as X-Wing knowledge. All right, so it looks like SD1 is doing a 2 forward onto the rock.
Sitting on the rock, yep.
And open position. All right. And a 5 forward. I don't think he actually meant to do it.
Yeah, I think he's gonna sit on the rock. anyway.
Yeah, I think you're gonna just sit there.
Yes. And he rolls for wounded pilot, and he takes a stress.
Okay.
Yeah, deal with that. Wasn't ready for those consequences.
So Scorch does a 2 bank. Depending on where Kylo's going,
And by my math, Trade Federation 2 doesn't even have a shot at Scorch. But everyone else does.
Yes, that is the one separatist ship that does not have a shot at Scorch.
So does he
Kylo.
just
Two
bump on
forward
his-
Kylo.
Oh, he fits. Oh my. Oh.
Sure he fits, but like, where's he gonna go?
Well, I mean, he might just initiative kill that guy, right?
And give everyone else.
Yeah, that's great. Now
I mean,
everybody
what's the
has.
alternative? You just get shot at by
Jeez.
another ship? I mean, you don't have a lot of choice.
That's true. At least there's one guy at range 1 that isn't shooting at Scorch. So now there's 2 ships that won't shoot at Scorch.
Kind of surprised he took a focus and not a target lock, but okay. I only say that because, I mean, he's getting shot at by a couple ships, but you have
Yeah.
the shields to give. Like, you need to get that kill. I hope you don't roll blanks.
Right? 4
Yeah.
dice.
Oh, there's the blanks.
I mean, you can spend that focus.
You sure can, but
Pray for
Oh.
perfection.
oh, 1 damage
That's
is not
enough
gonna
to
feel
live.
good. And that's on SD5. Yeah, you needed that 2 damage there. Oh,
Now Scorch a shot.
might as well, right? Just take the range 1 power shot.
He could kill him.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
That might be close.
That seems like a good roll. What's he at for health? That's SD.
He's
He
full.
got 2.
Oh no, he's only at 2.
No, he's
You're
at
right.
2. Yeah, I mean, odds are you kill him.
And his defense dice.
He only can spend 1 calculate token, so you kill him, right? Wait.
No, he's
You might be able to spend the other guys too. Ah,
Yep, look at that. He's got a buddy.
yeah.
Yep, so spends them both.
Jeez.
So I yelled, spend with me if you want to live. And he did. Alright, so now the damage comes the other way.
Well, that lowers the output onto
Scorch, for sure.
Scorch quite a bit, though.
It
Yeah.
does,
Or
but
Kylo.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, so SD3 at Scorch.
Range 2.
The good dice. Defense, also good dice.
And no crack shot option, so okay.
safe.
Alright, now SD4. Shooting at, I'm assuming Scorch 2. 2 hits.
Ugh.
That
You
doesn't
gotta
feel
spend
good.
it.
Yeah, you have to live.
Yep.
That's right.
That's 1 hull.
So I just want to pause for a second.
Yes.
So if he had spent the focus, yes, a couple ships would have got calculates, but so far those calculates wouldn't have mattered. But that ship would not have shot and done a damage to Scorch. I just want to keep track of, like, let's just, you know what I mean? And then, like, after this attack is done, assuming this attack didn't happen because it got initiative killed, we can roll back and say how much damage, after all this is done, how much would have been prevented.
Right.
And then the best part, though, is there's literally 2 less ships on the board next turn. So just something to think about. But go ahead, keep working, Walker.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so this is going to be a big dice. What is he? Is he debating? Getting cute with this? Or? Yep, he's shooting at Kylo.
Really?
I mean, I guess he thinks he's still... I mean, he still has shots with SD1.
With no mods? Like, why? Because SD1 still has a shot at Kylo, too. Like, even if you kill Scorch here.
Well, there's SD3, though.
SD3 should have a shot at Kylo, too.
Right, but I think he's going to take that shot at Scorch. Like, I think he's getting kind of, like...
Sure.
Can I spread
Cute.
my shots around to do?
More.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, and really, like, he's up, what, 60 points. So
Rip.
3 focus.
Well,
So
he's
how-
going to spend probably the one. Wait, he has another shoot. After seeing the result, I think you don't spend anybody's calculates, right?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, because you can only get to 1. So you just say, okay, whiff shot.
Right, and 1 isn't going to do anything to Kylo.
And he spends none.
Oh, is this
So-
a range one at Kylo too?
No, at Scorch.
Oh, he's going at Scorch now. Okay.
But this he has the crack shot ability with
He
Seer.
does
So
have the crack
Yeah.
shot option. Yep.
Blank, blank hit. So he needs to.
He still has to roll 2 evades though.
Yep. So Scorch has to get 2.
Nope.
nope,
Nope.
Boom.
dead.
Goodbye, Scorch.
Kylo versus the world.
So in an unlimited time game, I would still say Kylo wins.
I don't know, man.
I'm kidding.
So had he killed both those ships and Scorch still dies, like Scorch dies no matter what, right? So had he just spent the focus and accepted the Scorch death and confirmed the kill on SD4 and taken the target lock, like yes, it's possible Kylo loses shields, but now it's Kylo versus what, 5 ships instead of Kylo versus, or no, 5 ships instead of Kylo versus 7 ships,
Right.
and that's much more manageable.
Right.
So all
Okay,
right,
so let's see what Seer does on Kylo.
I mean, because at this point, I would shake my opponent's hand and say, "Yeah, good game."
Well, let's. Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom, so let's just wait
Right.
till next round. Have a good game. All right, so
Spend a force, take no damage.
yep, get it back later.
stuff. Couple more shots on Kylo. 2 hits.
Spend a force.
Spend the force. Yep.
Take no damage.
Take no damage. Now TFD1 gets a shot. Range 2. There's a crit.
Uno. There's Uno.
A crit that won't matter.
Kylo rolls out of it. Now they go to dials.
I need to look at the Kylo dial really quick.
I think
Oh, they have a 4K, not a 5K. Darn.
he just runs.
I mean, yeah, I think you just, what, you get 3 bank left, 4-5 forward. If you want to turn to reset, just run.
Yeah. Oh, wait, this. Like, he's in a potentially okay point to continue engaging, but
Yeah.
not really. Because his force is only at 1, but. Like, it's only
Yeah,
going to get. It's
I
only
think
going to get worse. from
Biophysical's
here.
getting quicker at setting those dials. It's getting quick.
Do either of you have the game log that you could paste in Twitch chat?
I can find it.
Okay. And these vassal games, what do they go to? Which turn
I
do
think
they
it's
go
like
to?
13 or 15 turns. I
Ugh.
don't remember which one. They're literally only at turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we would be at the probably 95-minute mark if it's a real life.
Oh, for sure. Like I think the game.
Time it takes to
Yeah.
move each ship and every bump and get the templates out and call the judge to see if that was range 1. So you can spend that calculate token.
Well, and that's also part of why, like, I mentioned early at the beginning, and it kind of sucks because this is on Vassal and you have a number of turns, not a number of time.
Mm-hmm.
But you almost have to kind of just try to poke at long range against these lists, and just it feels bad because you're not really playing the game, but don't really play the game. Like poke,
Well,
try to get half points and not lose half points, and then run.
The
if
thing
parts
is,
of a game break, if parts of the game break the game, then they're not playing the game either. So
and really,
I don't disagree.
like that separatist swarm is
Jake, you fixed
playing a
your
different.
camera's good. Okay, no, sorry.
The
saw something
separatist.
else.
Oh, okay. The separatist swarm is playing a different game than anybody else because they're playing a game where They have all the actions that they need, and yeah.
Yep. And they're giving up very little in return for eventually getting quite a
Jake, I think the word you're looking for is faction identity.
Um, I
They
mean,
have a
yes, their
faction.
faction identity is very different from any other faction, but it's because they're hyper efficient.
So, all right. Well, let's see what Major Juggler decides to do this turn to make a new kill box for Kylo. So that shot should be good. Ooh. All right. And Trade Federation 2 is doing a Talon roll. And try and keep track of everything. Captain Sear does a bump.
So while you guys are doing that, chat's just having like a talk about this. I
Yeah.
think this is kind of correct. So like they're
Yes.
partially talking about some degeneracy stuff, but I do think the one point he has is it's really becoming the stacking effects. It's kind of getting back to the old 1.0 stuff,
Oh,
right?
combo wing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you think about it, this is more or less a combo wing because you're getting a massive amount of tokens. You're getting unlimited crack shots technically.
You're literally
you're
not moving.
yeah, that part is a problem in my mind, but yes, you don't have to move your ships. Rocks don't play an issue, but then at the same time, yeah, they're like, well, degenerate Jedi. Well, yeah, that's also a thing, but we have to call out all the pieces that come together that create the combo that becomes so strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Kylo is one of the best chassis in the game, and he has force, which is super good. But it's really the bigger thing is what happens during the course of the game and like how to beat the game. And that's why I said earlier, you have to kind of not play the game in order to beat this list because there's no way you're going to get 200 points of destruction.
Yeah.
And there's a much higher probability that they're going to get more points on you than you're going to get on them if you try to fully engage. And that's why I'm saying you can't really like try to fully engage. You have to just hit and run and run and run.
Yeah. Yeah, and Twitch chat is saying that they think that CIS short term are an issue, and I think
Yep.
they are. They do need to go up.
Oh yeah.
Because even if they could take 2 less ships, right, a 6-ship swarm in this same build, let's say,
Mhm.
would be a lot easier to manage than
It would.
8 ships.
Yep. But it is, and I didn't, I haven't seen this very much either, too. But it is kind of scary because it does remind me of mine. This now seeing this in action,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it really because the only versions I have played against personally are the ordnance lists, which are their own hard thing to play against because
Yep.
those stupid drones that like they can get their target locks from. I mean, you can kill them, but at the same time, you're not really going to prevent it, and eventually they're going to get their targets and they're going to get ordnance. So it's a different type of, we'll call it a puzzle, but
Yeah.
ordnance is even harder because you can't really fight against it because at long range is where they excel. So it really becomes.
Well, and in that ordnance list, if you fire at the little drone that gives them the target lock or whatever it's called, then you're not shooting at the ships that are shooting at you, and you're not gaining any points. Like you're not scoring to win the game. So.
And then Kylo just he yeeted his way out of there.
Yep.
As far as it could.
And what stinks too is like Kylo's probably doing the right thing recording here, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is he's able to just like pivot those two and then maybe move another one onto another rock, pivoting.
Yeah.
And now it's like you're literally playing against turrets that don't move. They just rotate.
It's like hot AC.
Yeah, but Kevin, they got rid of fortressing. They made a rule to stop fortressing.
Yeah. I also remember Max saying it's okay because struts are going to be costed so you can't spam them.
Really?
Yeah.
One,
If
two,
you watch
three,
one of the
four,
original videos, Matt,
five,
you're
6, 7. Oh, wow. 7 of 8 ships have them. They must
that's
be
not
costed.
spam. It'd have to be all 8 to be spam. Jake.
Oh, okay. So they must be
True.
costed correctly.
And we do live less than an hour. Spam museum, so we would know.
Wait, which spam museum? The FFG EC or the actual spam museum in
Austin.
Technically both. So
Right.
Yeah, poor Kalos
take your
Dos.
pick. All right, so Kylo gets out of there, tries to get his force back before having a full engagement again. Let's see what shots we've got.
I think there'll be like just 2 downtown shots, maybe 3.
Ooh.
Oh, there might be 0. Okay, there
There are 0. See, Kylo knows what's up.
I'm just trying to think of like win condition for, and it's oof.
I mean, you've got to kill what,
A
100
lot.
points?
Because each droid that's even half pointed, like he only gets 10 more points if he kills one. So
Right.
it's just like I have to kill so much crap in order to get enough points. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we're only on turn 7.
Oh, I believe it.
But Walker, didn't you say you wanted to play separatist droids and stuff?
Yeah, I think I said that before they were released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you haven't put them on the table yet.
I put them on the table, just not in the last
Okay.
several months. They're not fun for me.
I'm not even gonna respond to that one.
Okay.
Well, I meant like, I'm glad that that's not fun for you,
I like point and shoot.
Mr. Rebel Beef.
Mr. Rebel Beef. I could run beefier beef.
You could.
I try not to do that. All right, we're going to try to catch Kylo with target locks.
Yeah, this is where you stack up all the mods on Kylo because you know you're not in danger.
And we pivot. Thick.
Vic, I don't know if you know this or not, but somebody who's willing to be competitive in this game is okay with spending $160.
Or you have friends that will borrow you
Yeah,
ships.
well, I mean,
So that's what, one Warhammer model?
Well, wait. When you start to play these lists, do you have friends after?
that's exactly what I was gonna say, Kevin. If you start playing this, I'm pretty sure. No, I know it's a joke.
Like,
But
this
I'm just saying,
sucks.
using it like that to say that, oh, it's expensive to buy all these 8 ships, and not saying that you're saying
that
that,
isn't
Vic,
true, yeah.
but it's a yeah.
I think it would suck
Again,
too.
I don't really necessarily want to be into pay to win
Sure.
either. You know,
Well,
if
and
your
part of
reasoning
this-
is it's not overcosted because it costs a certain amount of money, sweet, then rich people
Sure.
can win everything.
One part of this sucks too. Like, we all know Biophysical's a really good player.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And I have to be very careful with this. He has done well in tournaments. And Bob has done well in tournaments, and he is known as a good player. But in the last 2 to 3 years, he's even said it himself. He's like, whatever the most abusive list is, I just play that, and I just play it on Vassal. And like, I give Bio a lot of credit because he's playing something different. Like, he's experimenting
Sure.
around, and yeah, I guess so is Bob. But I think Bob knows, like,
Yeah, but
it is
Major
what
I
it is.
Jumper
mean, I think
plays
anything we can
the
say is
efficiency,
Bob's
right?
done the math.
yes.
Oh, I'm sure.
So it's Kylo's shot. Let's see where Kylo gets to. I'm hoping that we can finish this stream up today, but I'm not sold on that.
Sure.
So Kylo shot. Who's he going for? Trade Federation 1.
One.
Way out
What's
there.
Federation?
2 hull.
That one's at 3. TFD 1.
TFT 1.
I'm showing 3 hull in the overlay.
I'm seeing 2 hull on his ship base in
Okay.
Vessel.
Yeah, he's only got 2, so.
Okay, I just dropped it down 1.
So crit focus.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And he's spending both force.
I think he wants the game to just end.
Well,
Yep.
you
So
need
all
to
these
swing
guys
for
that
the
have no
fences
tokens
here.
are going to get token.
And Kylo's going to have no tokens.
I think he's at this point. He's like, I've already.
Focus, blank. That's
Yay,
good for
he's
a
going to
dead
kill another ship.
droid.
Woo!
2 down, 6 to go.
Ooh, damage engine.
Oh, no.
That don't matter.
Hey, look at the calculates.
Here's the Fiesta.
No shot there.
I
No
love how the
shot
Aussies
there.
used to say, like, when MindLink was a thing, like, token patty.
Yeah.
I used to always
The
love
token
hearing
patty.
that.
All right, so 1 crit.
Oh, this might be
Kylo's 4
this might be
dice.
crack shotable though, or it doesn't matter. So
And he
go
changes.
2 shields.
And so, yeah, so
Yes. Yes, Vic, that would be an awesome alt-art. You get a calculate, and you get a calculate, you get a
The
calculate.
Oprah.
Everybody gets a calculate.
if all the drones could look under their chairs. All right, so if this is a crack shot, because he has the token,
Yeah.
and it is, that's 2 crits, but they're shields.
But that will be the only, I think, crack shotable shot this round.
He rerolls and spends.
His and the friends.
Yes.
So 2.
2 against Kylo's
4.
4, and Kylo's green dice are terrible. I mean, I know a focus wouldn't help him, but I don't mind seeing it out there at least once.
I agree.
And another range 3 on Kylo. 2 dice.
He could just have auto thrusters, right? Then he would have taken 0 damage.
Yeah.
Remember, once per attack. Remember the good time.
So, rerolled the blank, spent the focus, or spent the calculate for 2. And
2
Kylo
evades.
gets out of it. All
But
right,
the problem is he's already at half.
right. And we're going to round 8.
Like this mountain of unsurmountable comeback.
Well, and especially his current position
Yeah.
and where those drones are. Like, I think this turn it's very, very easy to catch Kylo and.
Well, and again, I think Bio's ready to be done with this game.
Yeah.
Like I would be in his position. I'd be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
But as we approach Worlds, this will definitely affect list building.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can't beat this list reliably, then probably don't bring whatever you're going to bring.
Right, and you might as well just spend the $160 and, like, if you can't,
Oh, God, don't encourage it.
if you can't beat them, join them.
No, Jake. No.
Maybe we'll see a droid shortage just before Worlds, and
Or right after when someone does something with it.
Isn't that what always happened with like the K-wing? Didn't that happen when?
It did. When
was it
Aaron
Mark-
Bonner made his big
Yeah.
run.
Oh yeah, Bonner too. I forgot about
And then
him.
it also happened after Jonathan and I did really well
You know,
with Miranda. It happened again.
So they can leave the rock?
Yeah, they can leave it.
That would be funny if grappling struts meant like once you're on there,
You're stuck. That would be.
Walker, how dare you? There would be a consequence. That is simply not allowed.
Look at, can we jump from rock to rock?
Yeah, you just played leapfrog.
Nice. So it looks like a little bit of a kill box here. And Kylo is stressed.
And has pretty much nowhere to go.
3 forward, that was... Well, maybe he can kill somebody. He can kill SD4.
There you go.
Or SD5, maybe, because it's not obstructed. Yep, going at SD5. Okay, that should
Good
do
attack.
it. The defense.
Yep. He gets another ship.
Ooh, he's panicked.
Do droids get panicked?
That one did.
Oh.
I saw it. You seen C-3PO? In Star Wars, they definitely panic.
That's
C-3PO
true.
comes panicked.
Yes.
Actually, what if we just got Alt-Art calculate tokens that were just Oprah's face? Just dropping down little Oprah heads on everybody. I don't know. Just an idea. All right, shots coming in at Kylo. So, number 4 first. 1 hit. And Kylo takes it.
Yeah, he would just get crack shot anyway.
Yep.
Might as well just save it for one that can't crack shot you.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe this one?
Maybe.
Range 1. 3 dice. Ooh, spend some. Oh, who cares?
He can get to. He can.
There's
get to
9 on the board.
Yeah, you've got yours and the buddies.
Yeah.
Or you have, yeah, your two, your butt. Jeez.
And Kylo gets 2 evades. And he's not crack shotted.
Safe.
And he still has his force. Range 1. Dice are being pretty good to Kylo.
Right now they sure are.
I say that right before he rolls defense dice, so I do apologize for that. But
Oh,
this came out
look
okay
at that.
too.
No, he's okay. Those blanks are starting to level out a bit.
All right. Well, we got to already to the 9th round. No, I haven't checked the log to see how long this took in real time, but
Probably like a 4-hour game.
I think you're gonna say a fortnight. Just like 2 weeks of mailing letters. ISC4 to this position.
Battleship sunk.
Kevin just sends a letter with a picture of hands shaking.
I mean, unfortunately, I feel like at this point in the game, there's not much that's really worth talking about because you're not going to get to this
No.
point in the game against
Well, and-
this droid swarm.
I
Like
know
just
we've been
time-wise,
just-
right?
Well, and I know we've just been defecating all over this list.
Yes.
But I will say, we have had a lot of people, based on our viewer, come in and leave.
Yep.
It's not apparently that interesting to watch. Fun to watch.
What do you mean though? Ace is making complex and interesting decisions. Everyone
Ugh.
fun and interesting.
Ugh.
I think it really just comes down to what kind of game do people want to play or see play. Really.
And Vic just said the game is DEA, so I guess Drug Enforcement Agency. Vic's been watching too much Narcos.
Really good show, by the way.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you need to watch it. Really, really good.
I've been
Kylo,
watching The
where do you
Boys.
go?
Oh,
I just started watching The Boys.
Yeah,
And they're
I've
like,
heard-
Alright,
You
well-
need to see this.
All right, well, Echo Base X-Wing TV debriefing and start up late. All right. Kylo is
Come on, 3-town roll left. Oh,
not just a 3-turn.
darn it.
So he's going to eat something there.
Can he fit an angle boost? I don't know that he can.
Ooh. I think
you
he's
just-
thinking.
Target lock Seer here and then just stay there and use your force for defense?
I mean, you're probably only taking one.
You're taking one shot.
maybe 2 shots. So
Yeah.
I think you do. You just grab a target lock and sit there.
Sure.
I guess my question is, based off chat saying, where's 3.0? Is there enough ships out for them to profit off a 3.0 separatist conversion kit?
Well, I mean, if they only put 2 drones in a conversion kit,
Oh, yeah. Each kit only has, 3 drones in it.
then they can sell a
Like 3
whole bunch
drone
of
dials.
conversion kits.
Yeah. And it would be 3, too, just so if you wanted to do 7, you're SOL.
Right. Yep.
Are we just okay? Oh, he's
Yeah.
okay. I was like, is something going on? Is he
Oh,
gonna?
my hand is cramping from how much I've been hitting next. So I don't even know what was going on.
Okay.
But yeah, so it fit.
So 1-shot, range 2, no mod. Okay.
Seems like little to no consequences.
Yep, there will be none.
Chad says the salt is flowing. This game is on crate, so good to know. Oh,
you just 4K here, is Kylo? Because you really don't.
Yeah, because
yeah, you might as well.
the only
got
one
full
that
force.
potentially is going to shoot you would be the one that's sitting on the rock. If
Yeah,
you
because
4K.
you're not going to get a shot if you start to turn, and Seer's going to get a free you. I'm sure the drones are all going to do 2-turn lefts to clear stress. To answer chat, I have only played Separatist, so no, but I don't know about anybody else.
I
And
think
again, that
up
was
until
an
recently
ordinance.
they haven't been played that much, so we weren't seeing a lot of them at events.
Yes,
But
that's true.
now in the last maybe 2 to 3 weeks, there's been a surge
Big
of conversation about the drones or the separatist swarm. So I believe that we're going to see more and more of them.
Wait, did he just? Okay.
You've seen people that used to do that though with the Kylo model. They would break the wings off and point them down. I think that's what we're doing right now. Kylo's got his own grappling struts.
Oh, do you see what Chris Allen does? It's hilarious. He has like a magnet on it, and he has a large base or an epic base, so he can always have Kylo look down on beta ships. Like it was really funny. There was Rick. He was on like a game, and he was like,
Oh,
turn
jeez.
Kylo to look down on Rick. Oh my god! But it's pretty funny. Leave it to Chris to do something funny and silly.
Kevin, but I thought there was no fun in this game.
Well, I mean, the silly crap that comes out of his mouth is quite funny.
All right, so Kylo is shooting SD4. 2 hits
2, okay, possibly dodgeable.
and SD4. It's not obstructed. That's great.
Yeah, it's not. Shockingly, it's not.
Right.
Ooh, He's taking a
And-
damage at least. SD4 was full. No, he was at 2 health, so he has to spend it.
Yeah, so he has 1 and he's gone. Come back, come back, come back.
Oh, he had 1 health left. Okay.
Yeah. So Kylo's wearing his rally cap.
Like I said, given enough time, I think Kylo could pull it out.
It's
Oh,
possible.
But the problem
But
is you're never
unlikely.
gonna in a real tournament. You're
Yeah,
never
this game
gonna.
would have been over like 5 turns ago.
Yeah, and that's even if it would have been like the final at 120 minutes. I mean, we're coming up on almost 2 hours of doing the show, so
yeah. I mean, I think you need to do a 2-hour time limit on normal game, 3 hours for the final.
I think we need to go to Iron Man X-Wing, and every game has to go to completion, and the last person standing wins.
Oh,
So, there.
oh boy.
First I ever played Kevin, we played
Oh god, that
a
game.
league where you start with short amount of points and you get more points every round. In the first round, Kevin had
Expert handling Chewie.
which by the way, they switched the barrel roll rule, FAQ'd it the next day.
Yep. You
I
never
had,
got to roll red
I
dice.
had 2 B-Wings. I drove 45 minutes for a game that I didn't roll red dice. And then I drove 45 minutes home listening to Nova Squadron the whole way. I got through about a third of an episode. It was pretty good.
So you just barely scratched the surface on the bat rep,
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to figure out what they're flying.
and how they're flying it turn by turn.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, that was a very, like, well, this was a negative play experience.
That was like when I just started playing the game too.
Yeah. Who would have thought? There's a reason they had to fix the barrel roll for large spaceships.
Yeah, oh boy. After that game, it was pretty evident.
Oh, this is really good. What if I
I
can
just
get my
keep saying,
large?
like, I'm getting very angry right now. It's not you. I mean, it is. But...
It's okay. I think Kevin has been handing out negative play experiences for quite a while now.
and even in X-Wing, he does it too.
So, does Kylo 2 bank in or 2 bank away? I'm assuming 2 banks away, right?
Pick up a third stress. God.
Oh, he'll clear 1, but
He's
Yeah.
got the force. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
2 bank left is the... Oh, that's coming in at him. He goes last. You know, I don't know. They're making a kill box.
there's no way he 5-4'd YOLOs, right?
I mean,
You wouldn't
No.
think so, but
No, he wouldn't. Never.
biophysical is like 6 hours into this game at this point. He did YOLO onto a debris cloud.
I was surprised on that one. Thought for sure a 4K.
And Kylo just hops off.
Move forward. Okay.
It's Schwarzenegger.
I'm pretty sure this is the last turn of the game.
And he rolls a hit, which means nothing.
what? Kylo's only got 2 health left. Yeah, he should.
I mean, he could potentially kill.
SD3 with 1 hull.
Yes, he could.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's doing it. Oh.
Oh boy.
Spend him.
Does he? Does he?
Spend it. Spend it. Spend it.
Oh, he
Yes!
spends both of them.
And the way he said it in chat. Sure, let's spend it. And 2 dice coming back. Blanks.
Got him. Easy.
Easy.
You get to calculate, and you get to calculate.
Well, now it's just you two get a calculate. That's it.
right.
You know, actually, though, looking at this final match, doesn't look like it was that one-sided.
Yep. That's
Looks
what
like
I looked at. I looked at the score and I went, this is kind of close.
Yeah. There's a crit
Uh-oh.
possibly. Kylo.
He's
Uh-oh.
got target lock. Yep. Uh-oh.
And now Kylo blanks
Yeah.
out.
And we have game.
Oh! What a
So that
tragic
just-
finish.
That just happened. You hate to see
Okay.
it.
I mean,
If this was 1.0, I would have been like, sure.
right.
Oh,
Yeah, Kylo dying, I'm fine with it. Okay. Boy, that was a long one. I don't know. My takeaways here. I mean, maybe the only thing he could have done was try to like postpone the initial joust from happening a little bit, and maybe like, and they're FOs, so they're not super mobile, but maybe trying to like stagger them a little bit, so some of them come in like this channel and some of them come in from this channel. And
Yeah.
Kylo comes, like, it's not easy though.
yeah, because they are going to pick you apart some way.
Yeah, I do think he needed to be a little bit more aggressive with Kylo though. Like, again, like I told you, like, you have to accept that you might lose a couple shields, but that's okay. Those are buffer shields, and you're okay because you're taking less damage on your other ships. And I think I've kind of learned this from my games, and Nathan mentioning it afterwards. Like, sometimes I play too defensive with tokens, and you need to just try to remove ships from the board. And I
Yeah.
think that would have helped him a little bit if he would have went all out and just tried to remove ships from the board. It's not easy though, because like you're trying to play defense, but the way the game is wired with red dice, green dice, that sometimes you have to just accept it and pray, I guess.
And that feels bad, but you're right.
It does feel
like,
bad.
Sometimes you do just have to hope that dice go in your favor.
Yeah.
Especially when you're behind. Like,
Yeah, when you're behind, you absolutely swing for variance, because
Yep.
what's the worst case? You lose. I mean,
Yeah.
you're already gonna lose.
right, exactly.
So, but I mean, that's my only big thoughts is, if you bring a jousty list, like, try not to make them all in a channel. Try to stagger them out a little bit. Come from a couple different angles if you can,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe procrastinate the initial engagement from happening, so your ace can actually try to get in, and he must be shooting every turn. If he doesn't shoot, then you're in big trouble.
Yep.
And that sucks, because that might mean he's in danger, but if he does not shoot and he points at the rest of your list, you are going to get behind and you will never catch back up.
And now that little list can be run with a little I6 ace.
It can now.
This is going to get good.
Yeah. Not looking forward to those either, but
Gas clouds.
right. Yes.
Gas clouds.
Gas clouds.
Who-
And I don't
who would've
and I
thought
hate
I
gas
would-
clouds.
Gas
I
clouds
know.
are our savior, Kevin. They must have known this.
Anything else from you two?
I don't think so.
No. I think we pretty much touched all the bases on this particular list and matchup.
Okay,
So
that's all I got.
thanks
All right.
everybody for tuning in tonight and suffering through watching the CIS with us.
Yeah, have a good night.